All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Pumpernickel podcast.
Pumpernickel!
Minus White Mike this week, and minus Eric X.
White Mike needed to go see Infinity War.
Yeah, at this an inconvenient time.
He knew what he was doing.
But he knew exactly what he was doing. He don't like us. He don't like us no more. But I guess we'll just jump straight into it, because what is this show but nonsense anyway?
Truth.
So, what was that second to last question?
So, I have a list of high thoughts.
Yeah, on Nate's list of high thoughts.
Right.
Yeah. Why did Bowser from Mario kidnap Princess Peach? Because he kidnaps her, but what's the real function behind it?
Want some princess ass.
I mean, yeah, pretty much. But no, like I was thinking about this just a second ago, and it's just like, growing up, I realized that there was a whole lot of just like anthropomorphic creatures kidnapping actual human people, or trying to date and or be with actual human people. And it's just like you have Bowser and Princess Peach, or Bowser and any of the princesses really, because there's Daisy and like Rosalina now. Then there's fucking Jabberjaw. Then there was like Sonic 2006 for all of y'all that remember that shit, where he decided that he wanted to have a fucking human princess love interest.
That's true, yeah.
And it's just like, damn, like we sit here and like we grew up, like at least our generation anyway, grew up with like a lot of like subtle bestiality, and it's just like
Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the fucking Beast.
That was a solid rebuttal there, Sanchez.
It was.
Yeah, it's just like, oh no, like he was totally a fucking human beforehand. Yeah, but he was a monster like 90% of the movie, and she had to fall in love with him first.
And in all fairness, he did capture her, steal her, and kept her locked in the house until she got Stockholm Syndrome. And then she decided, this relationship worked out. So I guess at the end of the day is what you want to do if you really, really like somebody. All right, I'm not going on.
I do not endorse that statement.
We out of there. No, we out of there.
I'm more impressed that
Abort.
So you knew as a child the word anthropomorphic? Because I don't know that word now as an adult.
Yeah, I was a giant fucking dork I'm still a giant fucking dork, but I was worse as a child.
So you've regressed in your dorkiness.
A little, yeah, but like it's still fucking there. Like pretty much every girl that I've ever tried to talk to romantically is just like, you're a dork. And I'm like, all right, fine, I just have to accept this.
Yeah.
You know what?
Because you're the type of nigga to ask a girl, can we have this dance?
What's wrong with that?
Can we have this dance?
What's wrong with that? Dude, that's fine.
It's polite.
And age
That's
where we're so run by like social media and Instagram.
Nobody said you gotta run up on her and be like, give me that ass, but I mean like, can we have this dance is a little
If she says no, she's not your girl. You don't want that anyways.
I guess maybe.
I also, because I did this on the way up here. If even me on a horrible mood on a shitty day, if I'm walking down the street and a stranger smiles at me, at bare minimum, I'm giving them the what's up nod.
Yeah.
Or smiling back at
You give
them.
the acknowledgement nod, like.
People who don't smile back or give any response can go fuck themselves.
I mean, not everybody responds the same way.
No. You at least give me like the peace sign or the what's up nod or something.
But some people acknowledge the fact that they're going through something and don't expect anything back too. So like, there's people who just, damn, we already off topic. We 3 seconds into the episode. Damn.
The ADD kicks in quick.
Yeah, we 3 seconds into the episode. Back to the question. I'm gonna return it back.
So what's a giant turtle monster gonna do with a human princess of a mushroom kingdom? And first off, what is a mushroom kingdom?
It's a kingdom of mushroom, big dog.
Yeah, I mean, like Toad's people all look like mushrooms, so I guess it was just like, it's the Mushroom Kingdom.
So it's like Smurfs, but they're mushrooms?
It's like Adventure Time, where
Yeah.
every kingdom has its theme, where it's just like, this is the Bubblegum Kingdom, this is the...
So is Bowser just left out though? Like, are there no female
Well, he's the
Bowsers out
kingdom
there?
of his realm, isn't he?
I mean, like,
He's a king of his realm. Isn't he?
He brings up a good point. Are there no female Bowsers? Because he has to have a mom and a dad.
Well, he has a son.
Who do you mate
Bowser
with?
does. I don't know. Maybe Peach.
What?
There's a lot of arguments as to. I mean, hey.
She birthed a...
Are you asking about the princess of a mushroom kingdom with an anthropomorphic mushroom as her sidekick and a fucking plumber that shoots balls of fire out of his hand to defeat turtles? You're asking if she can't give birth to a goddamn half monster.
Hey, these are Italian plumbers, right?
Oh, my bad. Yeah. You gotta shoot the fireballs with the hand.
Boppity boopity
Boppity boopity bop. That's racist as shit.
Yeah,
Anyway.
that was very bad.
That was very bad. I'm sorry to the Italian community. Maybe you've heard those jokes 1,000 times. We don't mean to infringe. Anyway,
Of course, he
Yeah,
also turns into a raccoon and flies.
truly turns into a tanuki and flies. So it's like there's all this other. I don't see why it couldn't be possible for that to be Peach's son. I don't even know if Peach 100% is against the relationship. Because a lot of things in the games hint that she's not. She's probably like, why does this weird ass plumber keep trying to scoop me up from this relationship?
But she's held in like a locked tower with a fire-breathing turtle.
I mean,
that sounds like against the will.
a couple of times it seems that way, but then there are times in the games where it seems like she's not really fighting against this relationship being a thing. Like maybe it's not supposed to be a thing.
Yeah, I mean, after you've been kidnapped once, I think especially if you're a fucking princess, you beef up security.
Right? Yeah. You would think. You know what? That's not enough mushrooms blocking the front.
But that's just too much progressive thinking going on. You know,
Right.
remember, this game was meant to like princesses are these fragile
Right.
pieces of like who can't really do anything for themselves, that are helpless, so they just accept.
Yeah, but there was a game where like Peach was the main character, and she damn sure didn't need Mario to
And
fucking
just
No,
save her.
Super
yeah, I'm not
Smash
saying
Bros.
that
Where
they-
that bitch will hit you in the mouth with a pan and
Yeah.
send you off screen.
Gone.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Super Smash, half of her weapons kit was random objects she'd hit you with, and then like part of her kit was throwing radishes at you. And if you run through the radishes enough in a round, one of them is a bomb.
Sweet.
Yeah, so like if you're just playing the game normally and like you keep pulling them out the ground and like throw at people, eventually one of them is a bomb, and she throws it at you and it will kill you.
All I can picture is real life Peach in the back room, like a windowless room, carving out radishes and filling them with TNT. Somebody will get this one.
Somebody get this work. When that door open, it's the y'all want some radishes? Where'd you get radishes from? It? Boom!
Why is that radish weigh 20 pounds and ticking?
It's looking up at me with legs.
Don't worry about that.
Don't worry about it. Why is this radish black?
That's not. We don't need that.
But anyway, yeah, like you would think you'd be for security. I totally agree with that. I know you gotta keep shit simple for the progression of future games, but it's like it doesn't seem like Peach really is against it. Like,
But Bowser's got the freaking lineup. He's got like thousands of Koopa Troopers. That
he's got a stack
yeah,
and fucking bullet bills.
and Chomp Chomps.
He's got live bullets and chomp chomps on his squad.
He's got sentient bullets
Yeah. Very angry, slow moving, sentient bullets
with arms.
with arms for some reason. Clipped up. If the bullet part don't get you, the right hook will.
God, what a right hook. That's a right hook to take out Tyson.
Yeah, what? That'll take out Tyson's a whole upper side of his body.
Could you imagine that though, getting a right hook from a bullet bill and then getting hit with the bullet bill?
As it circles back around to finish the job.
Hold on, I got this.
Oh, Jesus. He misses you, so it just grabs you by the throat, so now you're floating slowly through the air, getting choked out by a right hand from a bullet that only has one facial expression of anger. Yeah, you dealing with that, you dealing with chomp chomps. Nah, dog, I'm good.
What are off hours like for those people?
There are none. You work for Bowser. Yeah. There's no sleep here.
Ain't no off hours.
Ain't no
at that
off. You
point.
like the Oompa Loompas. You better get back to work. You get one song and one dance. That's your break. There's no meals now because you want to sing and dance while I kill the small child.
Okay, so quick spin-off. Do Oompa Loompas get off hours? You can't work 24/7 like, all the time.
You bet you'd be surprised, man. Cocaine's a hell of a drug, especially in them ranks.
I guess cocaine's a hell of a drug when it's in waterfall form.
That's true. And then he probably got some pill he invented that automatically detoxifies your brain so you don't need sleep. So them dudes probably in there working full 24-hour shit. I want to know where he found that many little people.
From Loompa Land.
Oh yeah, there was a whole nother world within that world, wasn't there?
Yeah, Loompa Land, homie.
He pulled them out of what's the name of it? The Wizard of Oz.
You might as well have been.
Yeah.
But no, seriously, though, in off hours, like, those gotta be weird conversations. Like,
Most definitely.
What'd you do today? Mixed a chocolate waterfall? What'd you do today? Fished a fat kid out of a pipe?
Fished.
Fished.
Fished out of a pipe.
I
No, this is a big.
Damn. This is a big one.
I just saved
BIGGUN.
I just saved a bratty girl from a taffy machine.
Saved is not alright. You let that girl go straight down.
Damn. In the book she did.
Yeah, in the book, yeah, all them kids died in the books, if I remember right.
Damn.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the questions.
Hey, real life is rough.
Facts. And then he goes back to sip his beer, and life is wrong.
As I sip my soda. that's
Life
when
is
somebody
rough
spit
when
it.
you're a blueberry.
The life of a blueberry. Next question.
Blue bear.
Blueberry.
Blueberry.
We're not doing this.
I don't know what this is.
I don't even know what this is.
So less common bucket list items, because bucket list items, everyone's got the same kind of like top 10, and it's kind of standard.
I want to travel to France.
Yeah, whatever.
Right.
Don't get me wrong, very interesting, should be accomplished, good goal to have. I want to know the less common bucket list items, like the dumber shit. Like I would personally like to host SNL at one point. I think that'd be a very fun process.
That'd be cool.
Also, to hold any world record of any kind for any length of time would be cool.
That'd be cool. Most hours spent as Nathaniel Wood.
I have done that.
Yeah, nailed it. One of mine at least is to ride in a biplane by myself with the scarf over the neck, like the red, and have the Red Baron mustache.
Great decision.
And then drop Red Baron pizzas out the top.
Great decision.
And bomb random locations with Red Baron pizza. Hey, everybody has their thing.
My name is Nathaniel Wood, and I endorse this.
Yeah, right. It's like, what is that black biplane? Yeah, and I just like drop pizzas out the top. Is that a fucking pizza?
They're still frozen?
Yes. I don't want no fucking cooked pizza. Frozen only. You better dodge.
That's going down like a frisbee from hell.
You better block, is all I have to say. Hold down B.
It's not DiGiorno, it's delivery.
This is 100% delivery. And it's a DiGiorno.
That should be your campaign for governor.
Yes. I was like, I rode in a biplane once and bombed the local location.
With pepperoni.
With pepperoni. I bombed the local pizza place with tombstone pizza from the top of the plate.
I put someone into a tombstone with a tombstone.
Jesus Christ. Vote for me. Didn't get arrested. The cop said, never seen no shit like this before. Took the handcuffs off.
Okay. If you own your own biplane, what is the crime?
What, you killing people?
No. You don't kill anyone. You store pizzas.
I mean,
is that littering?
Yeah.
That's a misdemeanor at best.
Disturbing the peace. It's like,
There's probably a legal policy against letting shit go out of a plane too. Like,
yeah.
there's probably something very
like
specific to that.
Yeah.
Like you can't just let.
I know
That's killing.
I know there's a medical code for it. Getting hit by something that's dropped out of a.
Oh, like blue ice from a plane.
Well, first of all, medical codes are a laugh in and of themselves. So
Right.
They got the dumbest fucking shit. Getting struck by a duck is probably one of my favorites. Not hit by, struck by.
Because it rhymes?
It also rhymes. That's fantastic. But no, like
Is there one for getting struck by Darkwing Duck?
I don't think so.
Okay, never mind. Sorry.
But I think
asked
because
that.
he's a duck, I mean, it just kind of
qualifies.
Yeah.
Somebody's looking up in the book. He just got hit by Darkwing Duck. Is that?
I just heard "Let's Get Dangerous." And
Yeah. And next thing I knew, I was on the ground. Go ahead.
Struck by a duck.
Struck by a duck. There was one where it was just like if you were on a sidewalk and you get like hit by a pedestrian. There's another one where it was like struck by an orca.
Damn.
There's another one where it's like if you were hit by like a UFO.
Wow.
Yeah, no, they've got some fucking ridiculous ass fucking medical codes.
You were hit by a beached whale.
Damn. Those are some low odds.
Yeah. It's devastating though. That tail dropped down on you. It's the end of everything. Turn you into pancake batter.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, cruel world. You don't even get a restart on the next screen. You gotta go back to the load.
No one up.
No one up yet. You gotta go back to a save file.
All I picture is, what was that Will Smith superhero movie, Hancock?
Yeah.
When he chucks that whale back in the ocean?
He's like,
Get this shit out.
Fucking.
That movie was ridiculous, but I did actually enjoy it
I love that movie.
because it was like
We got to do high school.
he saved some people from like a fucking train, and they were just like, "I smell alcohol on your breath. That's because I'm drunk, bitch." And I'm like,
You're right.
That's a level of honesty I wish I had in a superhero.
That's also just facts. Like, would you ask that dumb question after I saved a life?
I just stopped a train by putting my foot down.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, do I smell alcohol? Yes, bitch, I'm a drink.
You gonna do something about it?
Yeah, it's
I
like,
just flew in here and stopped a train.
I'm not asking any questions. If you save my life, you can come here in a tutu and a dick in your mouth, and I'll be like, yo, God bless that dude. I'm not getting that tattoo on the back of my shirt. Yeah, man.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, good looking out.
yeah, thanks, look away.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you're not even looking at them. Thanks for all the help.
Alright, Black Mike, how about you? Unusual.
Bucket list items, I guess. We can assume you have the funds and ability to do.
I mean, I just want to do something like ridiculous that like it shouldn't be done. Like, I want to be the groundhog for Groundhog's Day.
Pops him on the ground. Yeah, it's gonna be cold as hell.
Dude, you guys have some really good ones. Like the fire just keeps getting higher and higher.
You want to be Push Tony Phil one year?
He come on the ground like a piglet. It's you, Brian, and then another black dude, and David, and all y'all like facing the same direction. Oompa. And he comes out the ground at the same time. What are y'all? The trio. Nick Trio. What are you, Nick Trio? Niglet.
He's not even dressed like a gopher. He's dressed around his regular clothes.
Right? He evolved on stage. It's just like I went from Niglet to Nick Trio.
It's gonna be cold for a lot longer.
Yeah, he just come on the ground.
Drops the mic and walks away.
It about to
Just gets up and just walk.
it about to be cold. The best is if he comes out of the actual Groundhog Day from like the Groundhog announcement stuff. He like digs his way out the hole. He's like, y'all, it's about to be cold. I just had a conversation with him. He said it's going down.
Oh God.
And he just walks back into the hole and just like, sir. It's like, nah, dog. I'm watching ESPN. Relax.
Good God.
That's not a bad one. So imagine that shit on live TV. And the Groundhog says, it's going to be cold.
I want to hit a golf ball with my driver off a skyscraper in the middle of a crowded city. I don't want to hurt anyone.
That's Russian roulette right there.
Hit it off of the tallest tower in Dubai.
Yo.
Now that's one they'll probably let you do.
Yeah, they'll do that shit just for promotion. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
Boom.
How far? Because like I can hit a 250-yard drive. How far is that thing going off like a 300-story building?
Well, I guess depending on how fast it is accelerating, that would
It's cooking pretty quick off that club.
then 9.8 meters per second on the descent.
That thing lands. It's going through the earth.
Yeah, well, it has probably a critical velocity of
Yeah,
like,
it's gonna hit it and then just like maintain.
right. Yeah,
But that's still-
its forward velocity is gonna be crazy, but its horizontal, its downward velocity won't be
It
that.
won't be
big.
that bad. Yeah, it's the distance outward that's gonna be insane.
Because
You
those
know what I
vectors
heard
are
about that
separate.
building though? I heard that if you're at the very top of that tower and you get on the elevator and you click like let's say floor 10 and there's no one else on this elevator, it's a free fall till like floor 15.
Fuck that.
Excuse me?
I'd ride that shit.
It's a free fall.
Wait, from
Yeah.
what floor?
From the highest floor all the way down.
How tall is the highest floor?
I don't know, but it's
It's
the
like a
tallest building in the world.
It's got to be at least 200.
You can miss me with all that.
Dude, I remember when I got on
That's
the,
not
I
too-
remember
there's
when
no
I got on the Empire State Building and they take you from all the way to top to
It's the
bottom.
Burj
Your ears
Khalifa.
pop and everything. It's so much. It's so good.
It's 2,700 feet.
How many floors is that? Like
It's 10 feet for a floor.
roughly,
ish.
yeah. I'm guessing like 190, 180 floors.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm assuming there's some room at the bottom for higher.
Well, there's a lot of room at the top because of that big spear into the sky.
Yeah, because they fronted with that spear at the top. So yeah.
Which is bullshit. That shouldn't count.
Right, that's like counting. That's like counting
Now,
like
if you guys
past
had
the
to
penis
sponsor
as
us, we
extra
will take
dick.
your money. Like, you know, this is just
I got
we're just
9
saying.
inches. Yeah, I got 9 inches of dick, but only 3 of it is useful. Like, it's like you got
What's
back.
the other 6?
It's the other 6 is like holes stuck in the back of it. Like,
Dude, I saw this Mexican guy trying to pass
Imagination.
off having the biggest dick, like the longest dick in the world.
Uh-huh.
And all he did was like stretch his foreskin a lot.
Oh.
you see how much dick this is? You
By the
watched
way-
him stretch the foreskin?
No, I was watching on the news.
Oh, I thought you were just
What
like,
news channel you
let's see
watching?
how much penis he got.
It was some random article on the internet, you know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
By the
see?
way, the terminal velocity of a golf ball is roughly 72 miles an hour.
That sounds about right. Because the terminal velocity for a human is 120.
Something like that.
Yeah, so that sounds about
But that
right.
hurt like a bitch.
It would absolutely hurt, but yeah, it wouldn't do
Oh,
it.
dude, that golf ball, yeah, like it's falling down, hitting somebody, like.
If you just dropped it from stationary, it would really hurt, but it wouldn't kill you.
Oh!
Jeez.
Dude, what if you hit it from the wound to the earth? And you made it out of that,
Demo!
you made a golf ball made out of that material that doesn't burn, you know?
You're right.
I was about to say,
It's
that's
critical.
when we get to the earth.
Its critical velocity is still 170 though,
No, it depends. It's
or still
different.
70.
No, it's a
No,
different,
no, different.
different
Well,
mass.
no. Terminal velocity means that it has stopped accelerating. Like the
Right, but it'd be
difference
different
between-
because it's a different material now.
Oh, you're talking about the material
Yeah, see,
itself.
now it's no longer a normal golf ball.
Yeah, that's
Now
like saying
it's
if you drop a lead ball.
It's like a depleted uranium golf ball.
What is this? You dropping nibbler dumps from the
Bro, a lead golf ball? Fuck.
Damn.
That's not like,
That's too much
So a
damage.
bullet? Like
that's like
Dude,
what
that's just
the,
like the railgun that we're developing.
Right.
You drop the lead like pillars.
that's like the thing from G.I. Joe #2 where he drops that big metal rod from the sky.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Those are just big lead rods.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
He landed that thing on London
You know-
and just vaporized London.
I'm glad you brought this up, actually. And
G.I. Joe
let
number
it be
2?
known
My
that
man's getting comfortable.
let it be known that we're all good citizens here.
Oh, God.
But I'm
This is gonna
saying,
get
That's a
dark.
recipe for disaster.
no, I'm just saying, we have that, right? Like, these lead pillars that you saw in this movie, we have this.
I'm sure.
We have this satellite technology. We can transport them up there.
You know how much work it is to get a payload up though?
You know how much shit we have?
We have so much up there.
Yeah, but I mean,
we
like-
don't have like a satellite with these big ass lead rods up there.
We do.
We're
That we
smart,
could
but we're
just-
also
that we could
very
just drop
stupid.
it.
Yeah, like I'm not saying we couldn't.
I mean,
do
our
it.
military's had the touchscreen technology for ages.
That's true. They've had it for at least 30 years
Yeah.
before it was available for no. For,
He's got you on
yeah.
that.
So
I just saw something today, not to cut you off.
yeah,
The new, I guess you call it a world record. They boiled water to 100,000 degrees Fahrenheit in like 72 femtoseconds using X-rays.
Yeah.
So for those of you who don't know at home, let's do a little quick analysis here. So 100,000 degrees Fahrenheit. That one makes sense. 72 or whatever it was femtoseconds is like 10 zeros in front of the zero.
negative.
Yeah.
We can't even tell as humans.
No.
Yeah.
So basically it's instant for you.
Right. Like it just happened.
It just
Yeah.
happens.
Right. Now.
What's the lowest we can perceive? I would guess like
Yeah, third.
a millisecond.
I think your reaction time is a third of a second.
Yeah, so a millisecond is probably well below the means by which we can even.
Probably.
Yeah, I think.
Because I think
that's-
computers operate at that level. Like computers, I mean, they operate faster than that, but I mean, I think at like slower processes are like a millisecond.
Yeah, you can't process that.
Right, you cannot understand a millisecond. Imagine that 1 millionth or 1 billionth actually, because I think femto is -9.
Yeah. What's up?
Yeah, because it's micro. Nano is -6, and then femto I think is -9.
So, side tangent, because
Or
you
pico.
reminded me of something.
I can't remember.
A while back, people were doing the cold water challenge, and there was one genius human who decided to do the hot water
Oh,
challenge.
there was more than one.
Well, I know there was
Yeah.
more than one, but there was one video specifically that I'm thinking of. This dude was like, "We're gonna do the hot water challenge," and you see him boil the water, and you see his friend take a giant fucking bucket of boiling water
No.
and throw it
Yep.
on his face. And man, the scream that came out of his mouth
Yeah.
was fucking ridiculous.
Dude, it's
Because people don't understand how much energy water holds.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it
People,
holds.
I mean, people forget how heavy it is.
You're right.
How much it holds.
How much you can eat
Yeah,
road?
that's why they said the thing about
Dude,
waves.
Water
Yeah.
is impressive. Like, look at a cloud.
Right.
You know, clouds are heavy as fuck.
They're
Yeah.
millions of
Remember, there's all this
millions
water,
of pounds.
and it's just right above us.
Right, it's just hanging out. That is true.
Waiting to
man.
strike.
Wait, yeah, exactly. When the clouds gonna finally strike? That's the name of this episode. Clouds gonna strike one
Well,
day.
they stress Florida a lot. You know, hurricanes.
True.
All this weather phenomena.
But I mean, like people don't think about the fact that like so much of this planet is just water.
Oh, yeah.
Like there's oceans. Fuck, even us. Like what are we? 70% water?
So, yeah,
We just water sex.
Water sacks.
You bag of water, get out of
Like,
here.
if any alien was interested in us because we're water and like sex with them. Like, we're like reusable water bottles.
Jesus Christ.
Wow, that is a terrible way to think about it.
Drop a Tropicana straw in your back.
So, this dude, look, I mean, in all,
Walking
in
Capri
all-
Suns.
Yeah, you walk and snack pack.
That's the name of the episode. Walking Capri Sun.
That's an actual better name, yes.
I mean, are we wrong? You know,
I'm
how they show
writing that
like Blade movies, you know, with like the vampires are stuck in your butt. I mean, theoretically, your bone marrow will keep reproducing more red blood cells as long as they
Right.
keep it healthy.
Yeah, so as long isn't that what? Or don't judge me because I watched it. But
Oh,
isn't
God.
that what True Blood was about? If to a great extent.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I never watched True Blood.
I knew about vampires.
I
and
watched
the same
it.
systems were going on.
I watched it to completion. I watched it from season
You
one.
completion or the show
I
completion?
watched until I completed and the show completed. No, I'm playing. I just at first I watched because I was interested, and then as it slowly turned into something disgusting and or lame, I was like, well, I have to finish it because I've already been disinvested in it. So I check in every Sunday to watch it. But that was part of what they were discussing in one of the episodes that. Or not discussing, but one of the things that was brought up was that they did keep some humans as a
Water
means
sacks?
of- as blood sacks.
Yeah, it's
basically.
Capri Suns.
Yeah, you're a Capri Sun. Yeah, because your bone marrow. So like one of the girls, I guess one of the major female characters in it, or one of the villains, I guess, kept a chick on, I guess, permanent call and would drain the blood from her inner thigh because your biggest artery is right there.
Artery,
Yeah, so she would just like it wouldn't. The weird thing about this show is that it didn't hurt people when they did it. Because when they did it, it was like a drug. Part of this, that's what made the show interesting at first. Not to go too far into the show, but like what made it interesting at first was that like vampires would drain humans for blood, but then humans would drain vampires for blood because blood was a drug for humans.
Oh, like cocaine.
Right. So they'd get high on their blood, and then the vampires would use human blood to survive. Yeah. So there was a difference there. So
there's a lot of VD in that transaction.
There was. That's why the show started to deteriorate because people started getting like diseases, and I was like, "What is the show like becoming?" And then eventually, I just kind of I watched it to completion. It was 7 seasons.
So this whole human Capri Sun theory.
That's a great theory name, by the way.
It's true. Because you know how the Red Cross is always asking for blood donations.
Right.
So again, we're just.
Okay.
Fuck. I know. I'm just saying we are just like human Capri Suns. But is this why there's a lot of and not animosity, but is this why there's a lot of resistance to people like cloning, for cloning research? Because I guess isn't there an outlandish idea that if you cloned humans and made fake humans, you could use them to
yeah, you could use them for organ
replacement.
You like the island?
I don't know what this island is, but yeah.
No, that was a movie.
Yeah, it was.
Well, I guess you could use it for like organ replacement.
I don't know what this island is.
Yeah, so it was with Ewan McGregor and Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, I did see it. Like the island. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the movie was called.
Kind of like that.
Yeah.
Or Repo Man.
Yeah. You just use like the clone's organs and blood to keep
the rich people alive.
Real people alive. Right.
Yeah, aren't we working on that now though? Like we're doing it with like pig cells in terms of replicating them and then filling out entire organ groups.
So I guess my question to you guys is, how do you guys see that?
I'm cool with it.
I'm not sure how I feel about having
like a clone Nate to give you backup organs.
Bitch Nate, he come in with a slow face.
Hey Nate, new Nate.
Yeah, new Nate.
Hey buddy, I'm gonna need the kidney now.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to go check.
I do good, Nate. I do good.
See, that poses lots of ethical questions, right? Because as in you've raised this.
Is it a
clone.
human?
It is human.
Sort of.
No, it's 100% human.
It's human.
Yeah.
It's a clone.
Yeah,
so I guess you made the argument of. Go ahead.
I'm not about it at all.
Really?
Yeah. Because I mean, like, if this thing is human, then it's just like, all right, cool. Like, but what happens like one day when it's just like, I could be this dude. I am this dude. And then you wake up one morning,
but you don't make it intelligent.
Well, see, that's the thing.
Yeah,
that's
it's
where
not intelligent.
That's again where it becomes very ethically challenging.
You make a bitch do it
because you don't teach it anything, right? Like, let's assume that you have a human, but you're never exposed to
or you don't develop the brain.
Yeah, you just don't develop it.
Yeah, you only develop the brain. You only develop the section of the brain that allows it to control blood function or organ function, but don't give it a consciousness.
But like
do they eventually rise up?
I guess from the slums.
Like the Atlanta Falcons?
I mean, no. Because if you keep... Damn, dude. It be this year, boys. We're calling it. We're going to the Super Bowl. We are winning in Atlanta. But, if you keep a child, and these would be children, they're just clones. But if you keep them locked up underground or something, you never see the light of day, you never expose them to anything. They're just like, how would you? They would just be like these mindless, like.
Is it kind of like when you raise a frog to be dissected in a classroom?
Exactly.
But like, I don't think people could consciously do that without traumatizing themselves.
Oh, some people could.
that's the question.
Well, okay, yes. There are definitely people out there that can.
Yeah.
Most people qualifying, most people cannot. Especially if that thing has their face.
Yeah, then don't give it their face.
Rip that face off like with an eraser.
I mean,
it walks up like it's the pencil SpongeBob Nemonoid.
What's that disease that makes you not recognize faces? We can just make them all like equal faces.
Right, or don't give them faces. Like they don't need features or human quote unquote resemblance. Like that's where, like you. And if anything, you're wasting valuable resources by doing that. Like you could be diverting that cell growth to making better and more appropriate organs and then making
Dude,
a
the future
face.
could end up being a very scary place.
Yeah, or making a fully functional brain. Like,
I mean,
why would
today's
you waste all
already
of
a fully
that?
scary place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This sounds-
Because when you're saying like people can't do it or people wouldn't be signed up for it, they're child slaves as we speak right now that nobody's fighting about.
No,
There
that's
are
what I'm
people that
saying,
are
no.
fighting for it, of course.
Right, see, that's what
but
I'm
like
saying.
the
There are
day-to-day
slaves,
person's
yeah.
not fighting these fights.
Right, there are children slaves who serve
Right.
these purposes in black markets for organs and all this.
Right, and we ain't
But-
doing shit right now.
So, like, that's what I'm saying. So, if we decide to have this,
right.
right, as a society, as a worldviews, as whatever the future
You
may
can
decide,
sell it.
as companies start having these human organ farms, like, because do we give
Or
it,
alien ant farm.
right, because now we made these, like, weird blobby things that have human DNA, but aren't human?
Look like muck.
Right. And like, are we giving ourselves too much credit? Like, well, eventually they because humans, we evolve over millions, like thousands of years. I mean, like we eventually will learn. Like, but if you just keep them locked up, they never will, right?
This
Yeah.
sounds like how the Matrix started.
Right. I don't think that, like I said, I think the gateway to getting this to work is to skip the whole human part of it. Like, I think we're getting hung up on the idea of selling it as a human, but if it's not a human in the sense that, like, it's not a functioning person, or it's literally just the organs and there's some regulator that is keeping it alive or diverting resources. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I don't know what that even looks like, but I'm saying like if it didn't look like us and waste all of its valuable quote unquote resources and developing a whole human just to developing organs.
Yeah, you develop just the organs.
Yeah,
you don't
you
need
could-
to have the rest. You just
right,
have
you
like
don't
bones
need
and like a
anything else.
sack
Yeah, or you
that
could
require the
yeah.
appropriate temperature to be producing the red blood cells.
And by that definition, you don't even need a human. You just need the cells and the ability to keep those cells sustainable. So, so you don't have to make a fetus and then let that grow.
Here at Elven Corp.
That's true. 'Cause you don't
20 years in the future, all the shit we talked about.
Hey, that's true though, because you
Not
can have
wrong.
bones that aren't like shaped of bones, right? The bone doesn't have to look like what we look at it.
Right, it could
You
be
can have like a
titanium.
spherical bone with a bunch of like bone marrow cells inside,
Right.
and then like some fleshy outside layer to keep it on nice and appropriate temperatures or whatever.
Right, you gotta walk and
Yeah.
talk in Roomba that's filled with organs.
How would you feel about that? Yeah, you just have like a spherical,
Roomba human?
well, not human, just like
Rumen.
human, your backup. Like you got, well, not your backup, but like you got a little spherical.
Yeah, like-
I say you get what you get when you're from birth, and that's all you get.
Well, I think that's.
No double hearts.
Because I mean, like,
I mean, no double. Yeah. You need a second one in the background pumping like a second engine on a jet.
well, because you also have to take into consideration
No, I'm running a V8 hard.
what happens.
It's hard for me.
What happens to humanity when they realize, oh, like if something stupid happens, I can just get a backup organ.
You have America.
Well, you get like the
You have
like, the rich
advanced
people, the people who
America.
can pay for it will pay for it.
Yeah, so
Like,
it's
you
like,
just-
oh, like I'm gonna get lung cancer. It's fine. I just get a fucking second pair of lungs. I'm gonna fucking smoke like 12 packs a day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do like all the fucking shit and completely fuck my body up and then just replace
Yeah.
it. Like,
There are some people that will do, I mean, with everything, there's a 10% that are going to do dumb shit. But you got to look at who benefits from this. Some kid in some rural country who has a lung condition and has no access to even a doctor now has the opportunity to get a functioning whole respiratory system.
But if he was born with this debilitating disease, is it against evolution
Nature.
and Darwinian and nature to give this kid a new system? Because he inherently
That's
has.
an ethical argument too.
whole conversation is
Yeah, but I see where you're coming from, where like you allow things to play out the way they should.
Correct.
But everything about human is against nature. You get where I'm coming from? Like
I do.
everything that we
Yeah.
do is against the idea of
Oh yeah, the
nature.
way we live nowadays is completely against nature.
Yeah, our consciousness is against nature because, for all intents and purposes, if I remember right, science doesn't even know we have a consciousness.
Pause.
We about to get into Infinity War in a moment, but
I haven't seen it yet. So
Of course.
oh no, we're not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're not.
okay, but was it good? Was it bad? You gotta say.
That's positive.
All right, yeah, positive. So everything about like our consciousness, as far as I understand, isn't even about nature. It was an indirect creation of our physicality.
Oh, yeah.
So everything that we think of is against the idea of reality. So yeah, I don't think that affects
Yeah,
anything.
because otherwise we would just be instinctual animals.
Yeah,
we
we'd
would
just
be
be
tearing each other up.
You wearing clothes
to get
is
with a
against
female
nature.
in heat.
Right.
Like, I won't get to her first.
The air conditioning
Like
we sit
kangaroos
in is
or
nature. Like everything
Komodo dragons.
is against nature. Yeah. So yeah, I think that the fight for humanity in the future will be for things like that because once we get that, like, okay, it'll in my head it'll either be mechanical or physical or like
Amalgamation.
yeah, exactly.
I got that steampunk heart.
Yeah, exactly. It would be because there's that dude right now who's alive who's considered medically dead, but he's alive because he doesn't have a functioning heart. His heart is 100% metal, basically, so he doesn't have a pulse, so he's not alive.
So he's kind of the $6 million man.
Right, and so we're heading in a direction where people are starting to extend beyond their human quote unquote forms. You know what I mean?
like there's a surgery procedure now that you can do to like lengthen your like body parts. So
Right.
like if you want to go from being like 5'0" to 6'5", like
Oh yeah, you can just get the ankles. Yeah.
I might walk back in one day and like, "What's up, boys?" And he starts hitting the top of the ceiling. It's just like,
I played in the NBA.
yeah, I'm in the NBA
He
now.
starts jamming on people.
Yeah, well, why are you broke? Get out of here, Kareem Abdul. But
nah.
yeah, I totally agree with that. I think that to extend this conversation further, like, because I've thought about this before, I think that in 1,000 years, the idea of what we think of as humanity will have changed, and it won't be about the way your body looks. It'll be about consciousness. So I think that humans would eventually find a way to extend themselves beyond their bodies.
This is getting too existential for me.
Yeah, isn't that what we want at the end as a race? Is to escape quote unquote death?
No.
As a like that's what life's whole purpose is.
People are
Is to escape that.
It may be curious in doing that or creating artificial intelligence because it
Right.
gets you closer to your quote unquote idea of being a god, right?
Right.
Like,
Fuck that. I want to live a good life and then die.
No, there's people who have these delusions of grandeur that like
Right.
they want this power, they want this idea.
Like 75, 80 is good for me.
Right.
That's
There's also the belief that humans aren't the end product, that humans are going to be the gateway for
like a
an
stepping
AI.
stone,
Yeah, AI will be the next sentience beyond human.
And then we start the Matrix trilogy again.
And run it back, yeah. I mean, but this time without us. So it'll be 100% be 100% AI
Keanu Reeves will
based.
still be there.
You could
I mean, yeah, Keanu Reeves will, and Pharrell. The two of them will, Pharrell will be bumping out hits still. Yeah, have you not seen Pharrell? Pharrell got the same aging situation that Keanu does.
Yeah, he's gonna do the soundtrack.
Right,
And,
and Keanu's just gonna do the fight work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, Pharrell,
And then
like,
Madonna will still be alive, but she'll be looking raggedy, but she'll still be alive.
like Big Hat Pharrell?
Yes. Big Hat Pharrell in the face has not changed a day from 20 years ago.
Well, neither is John Wick, so.
Right.
Yeah, they're good.
John Wick still looks 30.
Yes.
But I think it's gonna be like an
Pharrell looked like he still get carded.
maybe like some type of AI biological mix.
Yeah, I think so.
Because
So a transformer.
You think it'll still be biological mix?
Yeah, I think it'd be a biological mix to like elevate and ascend.
I mean, that's the next step because people
The
people
next
still
step.
want to hold on to their humanity to a degree.
Yeah, because we already are that way. Your cell phone, your technology is with you at all times, and it's an extension of you. Because think about all the numbers you don't know inherently, or all the things, the information that you took from your brain and put into this machine that now holds. It's like a secondary hard drive for your brain. It holds all of this information that you can't hold anymore.
And you need that biological aspect because, like, as far as computers have advanced, like, we have no idea how the brain works.
Hell no.
Like,
How does the brain is trying to understand how it itself works?
Right, like it's
Boom.
Yeah.
it's so complicated. Yeah, like you have to scratch the surface.
Right. Yeah. There's
Oh,
no
well,
way.
I can image like brain activity. Yeah, cool.
That's nice. Brain for trying to figure out how the brain
Alright,
works.
that's starting to make my head hurt. Let's dumb this down a little bit for myself.
Anthropomorphism.
Why are there only like 3 flavors of gum?
There it is. Now that's a dumb topic.
That's why Mike laughed in the background.
I mean, it's true. I should be able to purchase bacon flavored gum at the gas station if I
Yeah.
so choose.
All you get now are some sort of fruit berry, spearmint, peppermint, and cinnamon.
And too many fruits. We want savory items. That's what it came down to.
I think fruit just doesn't last that long.
It doesn't.
No, we
I
want
think
savory items.
mint is more lasty than
That
fruit.
beard is healthy, big dog. That's a good beard.
I gotta shave.
No, man, you gotta keep it going.
No, actually, I saw.
Nah, that's a
I
good-
saw Infinity War. I saw Captain America. And
Yeah, I was about to say, let that rock. let that rock.
But for real though, why can't I have a steak flavored gum?
Yeah, we need more savory flavor. We need savory flavored.
Maybe not like some weird meat flavor, but savory,
Yeah.
like sweet potato.
something something
tandoori gum.
on,
Yeah.
Yeah, let me get the
Oh,
sriracha flavor.
I want chicken tikka masala gum.
Yeah, there it is.
What was it on SpongeBob? They went to the glove factory.
Glove gum.
Yeah.
Glove flavor.
Love flavor.
Yeah, but I mean,
Nice and chewy.
Meat flavored gum.
Jesus.
I don't necessarily meat, but savory.
Savory
flavor.
flavored
What
gum.
about like that liquid smoke? Why don't you pour that on some
Yeah.
Yeah.
gum?
Get like that nice smoky flavor.
like
yeah.
mesquite?
A little mesquite charcoal.
Out of
Yeah.
mesquite barbecue gum. What about roasted kale?
You know what? We should make that.
Okay.
Nah.
Get out of
We
here.
should make.
I don't know how that works. I need you for that.
It can't be too
Eddie and
complicated.
Nate's.
You get some 5 gum and then put some liquid
Sweet
smoke
Baby
on it.
Ray on it.
Mike, Sweet Baby Ray's gum though, you purchased some.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I grabbed a stick of Sweet Baby Ray. If I saw that shit, if I was checking out at Target and I saw Sweet Baby Ray's gum at the top, it's going in the cart. Absolutely. I gotta figure what this
I
is
took a
now.
course in animal behavior science. There's something called fixed action pattern, and it's just like when an animal starts to do something, it can't stop.
Right.
That's basically what I would do if I saw it. I just reach for it and not even think about
Yeah.
it. Just,
What about like dessert gum? Like
There is that.
Yeah, they do have
I know
dessert
there's
gum.
cotton candy.
Yep.
That was my jam.
there's this-
bubble yum.
Bubble Yum,
Bubble
yes.
Yum. That was it.
But there's this one that I tried recently because I was like, I keep seeing it every time I go to Target, and I was like, it's margarita flavor. It was actually pretty good.
Really?
Yeah, and then it was margarita, and then the other one was snow cone.
But was there actual margarita in it?
hold on,
Yeah, but
I
are
was
you-
just about to go there. Can we put that powdered alcohol in this?
Yeah, but remember we talked about it that it wouldn't
These
get you
margaritas are just lime and
It's just lime and sugar.
sugar.
lime sugar and this,
lime
and
sugar.
this
Tequila.
tasted like tequila, right?
Well, margarita, yeah, that little taste of tequila.
But
Yeah.
margarita mix is just like
Yeah.
lime
Oh
sugar.
yeah, and sugar, yeah.
So it smells like a lime flavored gum.
So maybe that's what we need is we need to find a way to better powderize alcohol so we can get a higher content. So you chew a pack of gum and get shit faced.
I might have to look into that because I know it is
No, they do
powdered
sell
form,
powder.
but you just if you want to get drunk off of powdered alcohol,
You gotta mix
you
it.
gotta drink a lot.
Yeah.
Well, what if I coat my gum in it? Can I get a little nip?
Probably that'd be really
You
concentrated.
doing drink dip?
No, it had to be dip. You'd have to have like powdered dip, like powdered alcohol dip. Yeah, that'd work.
I could coat my gum in it like a fun dip.
That's what I was thinking of. I was like, what's the fucking name of
Yeah,
that?
Fun dip.
that would work. That would work because you need some
And the
fiberglass
fun
to get
dip
the
stick
powdered
is
dip.
cocaine.
Now the thing is he gonna? Okay, question here because I'm not sure because I know that like if you do absorb the alcohol that way, it will get into your bloodstream quicker. But is it going to go through your kidney to filter out correctly?
Does it matter?
That's why you bypass the kidney, do a enema.
Oh no!
Right through the noose.
Well, I mean, like,
Backstage
Well,
pass.
but it's powdered alcohol. No.
it's not gonna matter because in the
Because
future we'll just grow new kidneys. So fuck it.
Right.
Yeah, because there's no impurities.
Well,
there's no
powdered
impurities
alcohol,
in
I
it.
think once it's in your stomach,
Yeah.
like the alcohol just unbinds and it's
No,
just,
yeah, it's fine.
It's just like
It's fine.
booze.
Yeah, it's fine because there's no impurities to like.
And the booze molecules
And then the
dislocate.
booze
It's like them Nasonex commercials. You see the booze float up, bricks off of it, and now you're drunk.
Yeah.
That sounds scientific. The
Yeah.
booze molecule.
The booze molecule drops
Yeah.
off of
There's
the
like a
powder
little-
molecule.
Hardworking like little SpongeBob inside
Right.
his head. Then the blue molecule is like, hey SpongeBob,
Hey,
let's go
SpongeBob.
outside and play.
No, on a serious note, though, what adult isn't buying a Jack and Coke piece of gum?
You gotta be on some hard times.
No, you don't.
For some Jack
I
and Coke,
mean,
gum.
you know, have you ever bought those pre-mix Jack and Cokes?
No.
Right.
It's
Who
like
does
the
that?
pre-mix is like Jack and Coke in a can, and you just
Ew.
I know White Mike's gum of choice is the McRib. I'll be honest, I try to stick a McRib gum.
It's MD 2020 gum.
Oh, not Mad Dog. Yeah.
Dude, I'd
I
be chewing
Sweet Baby Ray's on
that mesquite flavor stuff, the chocolate.
I think it'd be good.
That all the time.
Yeah.
I think it would be enjoyable.
Yeah, that'd be really good.
Fox Brothers gum.
Yeah, something like that.
By the way, shout out to Fox Brothers. We still thought that was my idea first.
You know, feel free to sponsor us.
You're not gonna Facebook
Yeah,
me.
Sweet Baby Ray's and Fox Bros. Let it be known.
The gum
we
takes
gave you
off
those
makes $1
ideas.
billion.
You heard it here first, kids.
Fox Bros the gum.
Yeah, it can't be that
Baseball's the
hard.
The
game.
game.
Yeah, we could probably do it.
But no, yeah, different
we're-
flavors of gum would be interesting.
Yeah, savory flavors, I think.
Yeah, I think that's the most lacking in the flavor profiles.
I think so, savory, yeah.
Not necessarily the Willy Wonka gum, but
No,
still.
no, but like, you know, more tame.
Yeah.
Like if Oreo made gum.
Yeah. See?
And the inside of it's the cream filled on it.
cookies
Yeah.
and cream gum.
Tell me you wouldn't buy
That's a
that.
proposition, yeah.
Tell me you wouldn't buy that.
Proposition.
I'm eating them sticks. That's going straight down there. So
Yep.
That's good. That goes
Dude, we need to go to like that specialty like candy shop that's in like
I know what you're talking about.
over in Atlantic Station.
Dude, they have some weird candies in there.
Bottle Fizz Rocket or something like
Something
that.
like that.
It's Rocket something.
Yeah. Rocket Fizz.
Got those giant
Pocket
bars
Rocket.
and everything. Yeah.
There's
That's
one
not
up,
it.
There's one up in Swanee too.
There is one there. Yeah.
That
Rocket
random ass Oasis town, Swanee,
Rocket
Georgia.
Fizz.
Rocket Fizz, yeah. They sell like the big, like gummy spiders and shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a rat.
I've seen that.
It's like a rat gummy.
Oh, like a giant rat gummy.
Like, you know those giant gummy bears? This is like a rat. So, yeah.
Try that.
Oh, you guys have snacks?
Yeah, try those Doritos with 2 E's.
Okay.
Yeah, I like it.
Oh, no, these are the bean chips. I don't like these. I got bamboozled last time.
I was trying to bamboozle you, man.
We swindled him
It's
last
so
time.
good, and these haters just keep
No.
It's not like I'm hating the knock. I'm just saying
the
because I don't like it.
I do not endorse this product.
Damn.
It's 3 out of 3. Nah.
Yeah.
0 out of 3 stars says.
That's such a dwarf essentially.
I'm negative 1/2
I've
out
been
of 3
swindled
stars.
again.
Swindled.
That chip wasted valuable mouth real estate.
It did.
Dude, it wasn't like my face.
I'll never get those shoes back again in my life.
You're right. I wasted time with this chip.
But no, savory flavors. I think that would be
I think that's
interesting.
cool. I think that'd be.
And I don't think I'm not saying you get like
Doritos gum.
Yeah, I'm not saying you get like plastered off a piece of gum.
Right.
I'm saying it's got little enough to give you like a 5 minute like something, and it
Buzz.
fades away.
Like a buzz ball.
Just a little something
Yeah.
would be interesting. I think.
Give you the courage to talk to that girl in the bar. Yes.
A little liquid courage.
Yeah, you
Is
don't
that-
want to like necessarily be taking shots or
Right.
like, just taking a little gun.
Yeah.
Just
Stick
make
it
you
in
feel
the
a
gun.
little loose.
But then that's gonna really cloud judgment for cops. It was just a gum, man.
Yeah, it's
No,
not enough. to-
no, your blood alcohol is still the same.
But I mean, can they pick it up? Can't they pick it like gum on the breathalyzer? Can they pick up like the alcohols in that?
Well, you shouldn't be doing this shit and driving around.
I mean, but even
You know what? I see what you mean.
Yeah.
It could be a very like it could give you like false positives.
Right.
But then that's when you just like
You do the blood test anyways when you do
you
that.
can do the blood test.
That's what happens anyways.
yeah, it's what's up? It's,
But don't worry about the logistics of this. We're selling gum.
I mean,
So gum got
it's the same thing as if you just like woke up in the morning and you like would use some mouthwash, you were speeding to get somewhere, get pulled over, breathalyzed.
Boom.
True.
Yeah, same
Sir,
thing.
you blowing a hot number here.
Yeah, because I got minty fresh breath.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
I think that's the way to do it.
I think
I
that is
think
the way to do
new gum flavors.
All right, next question.
Next question. Let's see here. Storyline of Mortal Kombat. What the hell is it? And who wins? Mortal Kombat characters versus Street Fighter characters.
I don't even pay attention to the story. Like,
What is it?
I'm here to get a bicycle kick off.
I'm just here to mash X a bunch of times.
Yeah, I
Right.
thought the Mortal Kombat thing was that there's always somebody in some underworld place, right, trying to take over. And
It's always somebody from one realm trying to take over the Earth
And then-
realm.
As soon as Realms get in the mix, it's kind of not fun
Are
anymore.
we talking about the game or the movie?
Game.
Game, yeah. Yeah, in the game, that's it every time. It's just
someone tries to fuck up with
Yeah.
Middle Earth.
somebody fucks with Earth realm.
All right,
basically.
let's ignore that part because that seems to be a weird storyline we're about to go into.
Yeah, I could
So
get
characters
that real
versus
quick.
characters, the basic ones, not the 800 fucking character list of Mortal Kombat. The regular stack.
I'm giving it Mortal Kombat. Just
Mortal
for
Kombat,
how hard they
absolutely.
look.
Yeah, and then how hard they go. Now, if you said like Mortal Kombat versus what's the one?
Tekken?
No, there was another one that was like Mortal Kombat when we were growing up.
Dynasty, King of
It was actually what's the name of that game? It was
King
like
of Fighters. King of Fighters was like
it was like where you played with like one of the characters was like a werewolf and another one was like
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Killer Instinct.
There it is. Yes.
Yes,
Killer
like if you
Instinct,
said that, if you
yeah.
said that versus Killer Instinct.
I thought you were going to say Rampage.
The Rampage characters in the movie. There's a new movie
Oh,
out.
that don't, you know.
No, it's like one-on-one combat, but it's like a monkey versus a raptor.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Rampage? Is that what like the
No,
alligator
he's talking
and the wolf
about
and
he's talking about
yeah.
the game.
Yeah,
Primal
Rampage was a fun
Fury.
game.
That's
You
four.
played Rampage, what?
Yeah, Primal Fury. Damn.
Yeah, Primal Fury versus Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, I meant Killer Instinct versus Portal Kombat.
Oh, okay.
That one.
Portal Kombat?
Portal Kombat. I mean, technically that's what it is. They go between realms. It's Portal Kombat.
Immortal Wombat.
The Immortal Wombat. Yeah, that's pretty much the plot. But yeah, that Street Fighter, it would definitely go Mortal Kombat over Street Fighter. Maybe Ryu would, maybe Ryu or Akuma is the only real
No,
competition.
not original cast.
Yeah, that's original cast.
Dude, I
Akuma
even
or
put like King of
Bison.
Fighters above Street Fighter characters.
Yeah, what's that?
King of Fighters, you ever play that one?
Yeah, King of Fighters is crazy.
King of Fighters also I put above like
Street Fighter?
So I guess, to be fair, Scorpion and Sub-Zero are probably taking out Ryu.
Definitely.
Yeah.
The only person that, like I said, the only competition in that is Akuma and Bison are the only two that are going to make it out of that theoretically alive. Everybody else is about to get murdered.
Until Scorpion brings out a fireball.
True, but then Akuma just changed the whole background black, and then next thing you know, Scorpion's gone, and he's just standing there with the heaven kanji on the back of his shirt.
Damn.
It's a deep cut.
Yeah, that was deep, too deep even for me.
Yeah, it's a deep cut reference. Somebody will get it out there.
Nah, I got it. It's cool.
There it is. Good, thank you.
I apologize for my lack of nerdiness.
Anywho, next question.
If you could travel to any event in time, which one would you stop and why? How far back would you go and what major event would you stop?
I think by the Third Crusade, you have to be like,
That's enough of this.
that's enough of this. First two didn't work out.
He just takes his hat off. God, yeah.
You guys are back.
Yeah, you back for
Seriously,
It's
again?
like, we gotta you gotta finish the trilogy, I guess. You know.
Every good story has a trilogy.
I would send Genghis Khan further west. I was like, look, bro, there's a lot of good shit over there. You're missing out on some valuable jewels. And it just disappears in the night. Go west. Nah, that might not be mine.
The Big Bang.
Yeah.
It's a bad idea.
Yeah. Push it back together.
Just go back.
Who are you, Galacticus?
You're right.
So in the beginning, there was light.
Right.
And Mike said no thank you.
God
And
gave light.
before
And
there
it
was
turned out
nothing.
this was a bad move.
This was a bad move.
So would you stop?
Turn off that light. Turn off that light. Hey, put that bag back on.
What'd you stop?
Well, go for it. Y'all, somebody else go for it. I'm still deciding.
I go back and remove Santa Ana out of Mexico.
I don't know what that means.
Because Santa Ana was back in the time when the U.S. was just becoming the U.S. and Mexico still owned.
Like a good chunk, half of the United States, yeah.
And the only reason why the U.S. was still there was because Santa Ana was too busy swindling Mexico out of gold. Santa Ana was like the president of Mexico at the time.
Okay.
The ruler, basically.
El Presidente de Santa Ana?
And
No, actually, let me go further back.
Ooh.
I'd help out the old Aztecs and tell them to be warned about these meetings.
Let them come on and then immediately, don't even let them come on. Throw
No,
spears
you gotta get 'em right.
from the shores.
So give the Mayans and Aztecs some AR-15s to fight off Cortez?
Or give them medicine.
Yeah, you give them.
Because if you give them medicine, they
Give
were already
them
running
vaccines.
spraying.
That's true.
You give Native Americans access to vaccines. What the fuck would this country
You
do?
just gotta watch out for those Aztec anti-vaxxers.
True. Somebody was vegan back
Yeah,
Yeah.
they deserve to get out.
Listen, all I eat is agave, bro. Like,
Is there gluten in this vaccine?
You couldn't
Yes.
afford.
Yeah.
You couldn't afford to be vegan.
right? Yeah, that's suicide back then. Yeah.
Yeah, what would it be like?
What the
couldn't
fuck
do it.
could you eat? You
couldn't
couldn't
do
eat
it.
anything. Yeah.
I'm saying, what would it be like if those Aztecs had vaccines?
No, what was it? What was the number?
Oh, they had vaccines?
If they had
Yeah.
the cure, yeah.
Not just Aztecs, Indians in general. I think 100 million or more, or something like that, were killed by disease. Like the numbers are skewed because we always think that there were only a few when we got here. When we got here the first time, or not we, y'all.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Y'all.
When the whites got here first,
When those Europeans.
yeah, the disease that they brought, because they were immune to it because they were used to living amongst pigs and livestock. But when they,
What the fuck's that supposed to mean?
you were used to living amongst pigs and livestock. Not you were eating slop with them. You were just around them a
That's
lot.
wanted
So-
to boost your immune system.
right, and so
You're
when,
welcome.
yeah, Native Americans weren't used to that, and so when y'all
You're
came.
welcome.
And that disease spread and killed how many 100 million? It was like, they were talking about there were massive cities in America of Native Americans. It wasn't, we always think of it as like just tribes running around. But it was like, there were huge
when you
cities.
Think about it, it sounds like you're just fighting like groups, like small groups.
Right,
like
when they
nations.
teach you in high school, it's like, oh, in your head, you're like, oh, it was just these native rebel groups. That was never the case. Like, there were huge settlements of people.
It's funny you bring that up. I was going to say stop Columbus from coming over here, but then I started thinking someone else was right behind him anyways.
Right.
Right.
Like, I just give them I just amp it up to see how long they go out before they get taken out. Because the Aztecs were like put into the Spaniards. And the Spaniards had like armor, but they were so agile and used to the terrain. And they were just over there chopping these horses' heads off with those like
Makahito?
Macle or whatever.
Makahito?
Yeah.
Makahito, yeah.
Whatever.
Because you wanted to make one.
Maracas.
Oh, yeah, yeah. With the Morocco. You take somebody's head off with a Morocco? Jesus. But, yeah.
Don't go fighting that guy.
But yeah, I agree with that. I would be
Mask.
interested if there was like a god or something like that you could talk to. I would be interested to see what the world would look like had we not like had groups stayed where they were.
Because you had these Jaguar warriors, these Aztecs that went out there and killed jaguars.
Javier Jaguar was out there taking on domes, dog.
Javier.
Yeah, Javier. Yeah, Javier Jaguar. Abogando Las Luces, dog.
Can you imagine today,
Straight off the
someone
top.
gives you a spear and says, go hunt a jaguar.
Fuck that.
Them boys used to be like, man, I don't even need this spear.
You know, I read a fact, like, humans are like the only animal that are like deadly throwers.
That's a
Because
fact.
we can like break a skull with a stone from
Yeah, we're
like
pretty accurate,
50 feet.
Amen.
No other animal can do
With
that.
that thumb, homie.
Yeah.
That thumb game's strong.
It's a lot of things. Like that's one of the things they say too is that like other animals are better at killing us in other ways, but humans have the unique advantage of one being intelligent, which is devastated in the animal community.
We got range.
Yeah, and two, then they brought that up is that range isn't deadly too because it probably also shaped the way we perceive things because animals whenever they kill something have to put themselves in danger to do it. So if that's why like if you look like you're too much of a threat, like even like lions and shit won't necessarily attack you because if they risk getting injured, that's it. You know what I mean? Even if they kill you, if they get injured, they can't hunt anymore. But humans have the distinct ability of throwing a fucking spear from 30 yards out
Or
and never even engaging you. Yeah.
Or having a trebuchet launch part of a castle.
I mean, yeah. If you want to go through building all of that just to get a hold of an antelope, then yeah, by all means.
But I think the main way we hunted humans back in the day was
We hunted
What
humans?
was it called? Endurance hunting?
Yep, where you just chase something
you
until
would
it got
just lock
tired.
it down because an animal will just run away and you just
Right.
keep because being on 2 feet, you're not fast, but you have endurance, and we would just basically walk them down until they were exhausted and they
So,
died.
off of that, there was a show several years ago. I can't remember what it was called. I'm going to forget. It was like 5 guys, and they had like very weird backgrounds. Like one was like a bodybuilder, one was like a soccer player, and they would go to these remote parts of the world and do like I guess you call it like the manhood test or whatever you call it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
One of them, these dudes, somewhere in the forest, they put on they didn't have
Amazon.
shoes, but their shoes were like chunks of tire tread lashed to their foot, and they would outrun antelope as the way of killing the antelope. They would run until the antelope got tired. They just beat the crap out of the antelope.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're based off of like burst of speed.
Yeah,
you just
'cause-
want to like use.
No, but they ran for like days.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just
Because
keep running.
we stand upright, and also that's our how we sweat. Your sweat will run down your body, and it'll cool you off. Whereas quadrupeds, sweat
Nice.
it doesn't hit all their bodies, so we can like stay cooler longer. We can outrun them. We have hands to carry jugs of water. To,
And then
like, drain.
other animals don't sweat. Like that's a distinctly human thing too. Is that the reason why we are able to cool ourselves off is because we sweat, and most other animals can't.
Mm-hmm.
And so like they overheat, fry their fucking membrane.
Yeah,
and
humans.
humans.
Water sacks.
people
Back to the
are-
water sacks.
People are always like, I wouldn't want to be stuck out in the woods with like a tiger or a jaguar. It's like you don't want to be stuck in the woods with another human that wants to kill you.
Most dangerous game.
Yeah, it's like that's the end because it's like it really is that way because it's just you don't know like
Hunger
humans.
Games.
Yeah, humans
Yeah,
are
the
way
only
more
place the only
dangerous.
place where we don't have that ability is the ocean.
Right,
Yeah,
the
you
ocean
step,
wins.
You step into the ocean, like those like fish in there.
Yeah, that's
those
our
fucking
turf.
sharks. Like all they do
Is swim.
is kill.
Yeah, and that's why
Swim
water
and
shit
fuck.
scares me more to a degree because it's just like they just look so fucking weird.
And they don't sleep.
Right? They sleep for like 10 seconds and then just go back to.
But they're,
All right.
they're just in like rest mode. They're still moving.
Yeah, that's the
Rest
crazy
mode.
part. But it's true. Like sharks are that way.
Yeah,
Like,
they just
they
go in
sleep
rest
and they're in rest mode, still moving. It's like nah, dog. There's like shut off part of their brain.
Yeah.
It's like nah, man. I'm good. I don't rock with that.
Dude,
I'm gonna log out for a few seconds and then I'll be right back.
I'm log
You hear
out.
the Windows log out screen.
If I could do that for work, man, that'd be great. You just show up to work like
That's me at work.
you just
most
do
days.
work.
Yeah.
Most days, that's all of us at work every day.
Right.
All day, every day.
Oh, and you're yeah.
Yeah.
Control Alt Delete.
Yeah, right.
404 error?
Right. What did I just type? Look at the screen. There's just a bunch of consonants. But yeah.
Well, running it back to the topic, I would take it one step further. I would go back to the birth of religion
Hello.
and stop it.
Yeah, bring that to a halt.
So how do you do that?
Interesting.
Where do you go?
How do you stop religion though?
Well, that's the thing. Like,
So yeah,
there's a whole lot of history and shit that I'm like glossing over because one, I don't know it, and two,
that's the main reason.
There it is. Yeah, that's 90% of what you watch.
Well, that was definitely before Jesus, obviously.
Well, the thing is, you could stop religion as we know it.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think eventually
There would be a religion.
It's just not
yeah,
what
but
we-
like you know,
think?
like
yeah.
I mean,
it
like
happened.
people want something to believe in.
Right.
People want
Yeah.
People also want something to blame for their own problems. That's not them.
Right.
So
There's Zoroastrians. Like, you have so many things out there.
yeah, I mean, like if it wasn't like Christianity, it'd be the zodiac signs or some shit like that.
Right.
Which would be a fucking weird world to live in, where people
Sunism.
for real like
Signism. Zodiacism.
But yeah, like just stopping religion as we know it right now and see like what happens.
I thought about that with the Catholic Church, like in the turn of the first century, like the first millennia, when they had like such a stranglehold over all of Europe and whatever. I was like, what if you just got rid of them? Like, what if they just